folks that appear on the show have trouble with even ordinary day-to-day tasks, and minor things can appear to be gigantic tasks to them. While the show intends to follow their journey, there's no way of knowing whether each narrative will end happily, and in some cases, people cannot help but annoy others. They say it's pretty psychological, but we beg to differ, as if you're bugging Dr. Now, who is trying to save your life, be sure that that guy will snap at you. And in today's video, we will look at the times when Dr. Now snapped at his patients. James Byrd.
I just cannot stop. I try everything in my...
James Byrd's journey with the show began when the 38-year-old recognized that his food addiction had grown to the point where it could kill him at any moment, but he lacked the strength to quit eating. He had tried to leave his compulsion numerous times, but he always came back to the dreaded habit again and again, feeling obliged to finish everything as if it were the goal. James also admitted that despite being aware of the dangers his huge frame posed to his ability to work, he couldn't stop himself from thinking about food every second of every day.
I'm always ready to eat. I just feel like the food has to be eaten. Food could be here, and I tell myself, stop, just put it down.
It limited his mobility and prospects, and he went to great lengths to keep his hygiene good.
The amount of stuff that you could get is just crazy, so I get excited.
He tipped the scales at 625 pounds. This number influenced his fear of being seen in public, his ordering out because he didn't enjoy cooking, and his back, knee, and ankle discomfort, which hampered his mobility. His eating habits were a vicious cycle as well, offering solace while also contributing to his melancholy. When he discovered he couldn't get rid of his eating issues on his own, he decided to enroll in Dr. Now's program, since he couldn't live without relying on others.
What brought you from me?
Weight loss surgery, Dr. Now. I need to get this weight off of me.
James Byrd suffered a sudden and tragic loss. He explained to the cameras that his father had died. James revealed that the whole family struggles with a sudden and unexpected loss.
My family, everybody, my support system say I'm doing a great job. So that's been encouraging. Good.
James Byrd was forced to call Dr. Now and have his next appointment rescheduled for a month.
Kind of difficult for me to come and see you right now. So I wanted to ask you if it's possible that you could reschedule.
He stated to Dr. Now that he was occupied with putting his family's emotional puzzle pieces back together. Dr. Now opposed people putting anything ahead of their health. In fact, Dr. Now devised a strict diet plan for him, and James Byrd's intense desire to lose weight drove him to follow each diet plan to the letter. And at the conclusion of his episode, he had lost exactly 119 pounds.
My nervousness about seeing him today is mostly for what it's going to take to get his help.
Ryan Barkdahl.
Can't get my leg in. I hate this core!
Ryan Barkdahl's weight troubles began at a young age as a result of a variety of emotional concerns. However, as he grew older, his substance addiction began to rival his food addiction. From there, it was a downhill slide for him.
Eating my favorite foods makes me feel great. It makes it to where I don't think about all the other things that are going on.
The 31-year-old admitted to the viewers that he hadn't slept in his bed in 8 years, and that his only resting spot was his living room chair. Due to his incapacity to move, he even cleaned himself in the living room. Tammy, Ryan's mother, and Leroy, Tammy's boyfriend, assisted him. His problematic relationship with food began because his stepfather, Jeff, never showed him any affection.
That's what's killing me, because I'm over 700 pounds.
He surpassed the 100-pound threshold at the age of 10. His weight continued to rise until he was sent to live with his grandparents by his mother. He received the positive reinforcement he had been searching for from his grandfather at his grandparents' house. Ryan's grandfather spent time with him, and for a short time, he seemed to be doing much better. However, when he learned that his biological father had died and that his grandfather was dying of cancer, the cycle of food addiction began all over again. Ryan weighed roughly 740 pounds when he first appeared on our screens, and his melancholy past hindered him from living the life he desired.
I had to go to the hospital a couple months ago, and they told me I was 740 pounds.
As he couldn't stick to the 1,200-calorie, no-carb diet Dr. Now prescribed without cheat meals, despite his mother's best efforts to prepare delectable nibbles for him. She also removed all things from their home that weren't on the doctor's to-eat list, only for Ryan to start ordering junk food behind her back, which Dr. Now dreads the most. So he told Ryan that it's either his way or the highway. So Ryan had time to consider if he could truly submit to the program before traveling to Houston, which he evidently couldn't. As a result, Ryan went dark and made several excuses. Nonetheless, it was Ryan's decision to stop engaging with Dr. Now in a professional manner, which resulted in his dismissal from the program. As of now, it appears that he still resides in Montana, avoiding the spotlight.
I haven't let that stop me from doing what I need.
Lisa Everson.
I'm covered up, and I really didn't even notice it until my legs and feet and stuff started hurting so bad.
When she initially appeared on the show, Lisa revealed that she had always been a big girl, like the rest of her family. However, no one seemed to notice, which was surprising given her rough upbringing, as her father was a decent man until the day he started drinking, at which he swiftly became an alcoholic and mistreated her mother before abandoning them for good. But what really pushed her towards binge eating was that she was raped by 2 boys in what she believed to be a friend's house at the age of 13.
He's right about one thing, Randy. I'm gonna run out of time if we don't do something.
We're gonna do it.
I'm so mad at myself.
As a result, Lisa Everson resolved that she would never be touched if she was big in size. So she worked hard to gain weight, which sadly spiraled out of control due to time.
Food became a comfort to me because whenever I got upset or afraid or lonely, I knew it'd be there.
Her teen pregnancy and a string of failed relationships. As a result, at the age of 51, Lisa weighed 637 pounds and had been bedridden for nearly 4 years. Doctors were concerned that if she tried to walk without losing weight soon, she may break her ankle. All of Lisa's health problems, mixed with the shame of not being able to support her partner of 10 years, Randy, at home, and the worry of losing future opportunities with her grandchildren, pushed her to make a change. At first, it seemed like she was down for the diet regimen, but when the time came, she not only disregarded every element of Dr. Now's meticulous program, including physical therapy, but also attempted to manipulate her way through it. And we all know that Dr. Now is famous for more than just his diet plan, as he is also known for his ability to see right through deception. So, as usual, he slapped the truth in her face and told her that if she truly wanted to change, she had to give up her delusions first. Lisa's experience was marked by a lack of reception and cooperation, with her even yelling at the dietitian and therapist assigned to her, as well as calling Dr. Now rude.
Oh my God, never mind. Thank you for coming. That's the end of it. Bye-bye.
In fact, despite being a part of her weight loss program, she had no contact with Randy for approximately 4 months, until she was hospitalized with COVID-19 and lost Randy to the disease. That's when it appeared that she got her wake-up call and began to take the procedure seriously, especially since she'd lost 83 pounds while in the hospital.
You would like to go over, discuss that we haven't talked about?
Before we go on to the last patient on our list, we'd love to hear your thoughts on today's video, as well as if you have any other favorite shows that you'd like to see on our channel. Shannon Lori.
I hate my life because I'm not even living anymore. I'm too big to do anything.
The 39-year-old Shannon lived in Arizona, and in her episode, revealed all of the horror she had endured since she was a small child that caused her to balloon up. Shannon's husband was in love with her, but he was also part of a toxic cycle. He liked her just the way she was, but his indulgence was exacerbating her situation.
I'm frustrated for her, I think, that she can't do more for herself.
This made her wonder how she had gained so many pounds over the years, and if she would ever be able to shed it all.
It's been in the last 10 years since my weight's gotten to be over 600 pounds.
Shannon spoke about her early years and how she was passed down from person to person and was raised by multiple people. Her father remarried, and Shannon was very attached to her stepmother, who raised her as her own. Shannon's father and stepmother divorced, and the latter moved out, leaving her heartbroken. Shannon equated food with comfort and something that helped ward off the constant void and loneliness she felt. Lori realized that she was killing herself and tried for a few months to shed weight on her own, but was unsuccessful. As a result, she sought assistance from Dr. Now, and when she was at her first appointment, she tipped the scales at 739 pounds. And Dr. Now warned her that her situation was dangerous. Lori's episode wasn't easy because she was hospitalized and had to travel such a far distance, but she was able to shed 80 pounds over the period of 13 months. It's a long way from the 150 pounds doctor now expected her to drop in 2 months, but it's a step in the right direction. She still has a long way to go, but she's committed to achieving her long-term weight loss objectives.
This past month, I've been doing really good. My stamina has continued to get better.
Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.